Alright, well, my computer crashed in the middle of the BRB. That hasn't happened in a while. Maybe I need to give this computer a little bit more rest. It has been putting in a lot of work the past couple of days. But anyways, we still have no idea what to do. I still don't have a fucking clue. And I gotta talk to everyone again to see if I can remember. There's none of the evidence. That's what I thought. We've discussed all the evidence already. Unless there's some new evidence that hasn't come up in any discussion. I don't see any leads. Some yet unused evidence. What have we not used as evidence? Because we've used these pieces of evidence. I have no clue. I still have no goddamn clue. I mean, I guess the tablet. No, not that, then. You can see a little Reggie because the screen got fucked up. Fuck. God damn it. Huh. If I fuck it up again, I lose all my clout. So let's get some of our clout back. Wait, this is it? What does this have to do with anything? The only clue that hasn't been used yet is the roster. It looks kind of familiar. That's just like the torn up paper I found on the first floor, Neo. Though, what use could this have? What? Why do you have that? Oof, mightily! Curse her! Handing internal documents to participants. Internal documents? Gashu, just what is this roster? Ah, what indeed? He caught on to the fact that I don't know what this means. You did good, Sarah. Gashu just made a slip of the tongue. You freaked him out. Whatever could you mean? Your son was a whole lot better at playing dumb, huh? Good meaning could these papers have? I can't even guess, but there's value in solving this mystery. We ain't got time! Let's thoroughly talk out anything suspicious about this roster. What is the suspicious thing about the roster? There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet. Besides our names, there's a bunch of names I've never even heard. Huh? This roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. Hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this, huh? A roster? It's reminding me of something, Neo. If you want to look closer at the roster, tell Mr. Policeman and we'll look at it together. Let's check it together, Sarah. Only thing you can think of are the names from the bar... or the other sheet of paper Jin had. Both are good. Search it out. Roster, it's reminding me of something, Mew. Roster. Ah, I remembered it, Mew. The bar on the first floor, Woof. There was a list of names on the blackboard, Mew. Now that you mention it, that was a roster too, but I couldn't possibly recall everyone's names. I memorized it, Mew. Huh? Canned drink was Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Keiji, Shunsuke, So, Naomichi, Mai, Megumi, Reko, Kyutaro, Mew. Canned drink was Anzu, Kana, Jin, Kuji, Sarah, Cho, Nao, Hinako, Renmaru. That's amazing, Jin. Easier than learning the prefectures of Japan, Woof. By the way, Big Sarah, your roster, it's missing the names Kuji, Joe, and Nao. This is important information. Was that useful, Meow? This roster doesn't seem to be sorted by names. Look at this, the names are sorted by percentage. How creepy. What sort of statistic are these numbers supposed to represent? These numbers definitely stick out as odd. Might they hold the key to solving this? The only person alive on that list was Nao. Hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this, huh? Joe isn't on this either. What are you trying to say? Sorry, no ill will meant. I'm just laying out the facts to reason from. Counting them now, there are 4 of us participants whose names aren't listed here. 4 of us. Besides our names, there's a bunch of names I've never even heard. Kurumada, Hayasaka, Kinashi, Tsurugi, and tons of other peeps I don't know. Were these people who died in the first trial before they could meet us? That might be it. How many people did these kidnappers gotta kill till they're satisfied? No, it's not the time to get emotional. Who could have made this roster, I wonder? Probably Miley. It's what Gishu's reaction seems to indicate, too. Is there no follow-up to these sheets? Follow-up? No, there wasn't anything else. Is that so? Sorry. I mean, there was the bar. Does that count as conflicting? No. So, what did you just say? Huh? That there are 4 people's names missing. Huh? Kai, So, Kuji, Joe, and Nao aren't listed, so... Huh? That's 5, Woof! Uh-huh. I guess I rushed and miscounted, sorry. Hey, do we really need to worry about little mistakes right now? The mistake isn't just a trivial issue. Why did So get it wrong? That's important. Gishu, tell us how many participants were dragged into the death game. That would be 20. There are 16 listed on the roster. Plus 5 who aren't listed. Doesn't that add up to 21? One too many? What's that mean, Mew? There were exactly 20 names on the blackboard, Woof. Well then, let's compare the names on the paper roster with those on the blackboard. Blackboard names were like this. First, the 5 not listed on the roster were Kai, So, Kuji, Joe, and Nao. Let's remove those 5. On the first sheet, all 4 names are present. The second sheet, similarly, all 4 names are here. The third sheet, this one too. Huh? Shin Tsukimi. That's the only one not on the blackboard, Mew. We've derived the 21st person. So who the hell is this? That's gotta be So. Is it one of us? Okay, let's calm down. What does that mean exactly? An alias? Someone is using an alias. I see. Shin Tsukimi is one of us. And they rewrote their alias on the blackboard. No way! Interesting. If we follow that logic, Shin Tsukimi has already been identified. Say what? Sarah, let's work this out. If all the names on the paper roster are real, there's someone whose real name hasn't been revealed. Someone not on the roster, someone not on the blackboard. It's one of the people not on the paper roster. Right, you are. Alright, let's discuss those 5 people's names. It's gotta be So, right? It's my real name. Professor Mishima always called me Miss Now, remember? I'm using my real name too. It was written there at the prize exchange, right? Kuji is the name of Kana's sister. Big Bro Joe was using a fake name. Big Sis Sarah would figure it out right away. His name was written on his laptop. Based on the email logs, should be his real one too. If you want to check the roster, come tell policeman at any time. It's gotta be So, right? He's gotta be the one using a fake name. What's the matter, Keiji? Oh, just impressed by how calmly he could lie. Lie? Sarah, recall the prize exchange. Prize exchange? Huh? Remember? There were photos, but no names anywhere. Ah, was that right? I must have had it wrong. So, what exactly are you afraid of? Afraid? So is... You said you'd tell the truth, right? To defeat Kishu together. We're your allies. Try trusting us, So. No. Shin Tsukimi. So is Shin Tsukimi. I'm gonna trust you all, too! But So, you're trying to say something. In that case, I'll draw it out. So could have easily hacked out his name, that's true. It didn't work? I could feel his heart trembling. We found out So might not be his real name. That's basically it. I mean, didn't we find out that the original guy named So was murdered by Alice? So doesn't that make it obvious that So was using an alias? So has to be Shin Tsukimi, I mean. Sumiki is the Danganronpa girl. This is a different game. We gotta Undertale this shit. This is a really hard one too, by the way. I got it! We did it. So, this is the moment to reveal your true self. My real name is Shin Tsukimi. I'll tell you everything, even the secret of that roster. You know better, Mew? Yeah. Because that's exactly the same as what I got in my first trial. What did he say? Tell us, what the heck does this thing mean? It's the victory rates for the participants in the death game. There's a weird percentages on the left, remember? Those are everyone's chances of surviving the death game to the end. Their odds of winning. Well, whoever's second place clearly was not very good at all. Dumbass, would they figure that out? Because they used the AIs of us to run tests. Right, they ran simulations of innumerable death games, all done entirely digitally. They explained at horrible length how accurate this data was, and I saw my own percentage. 0%. Certain death. I absolutely can't survive this death game. That's why I had to abandon myself. I don't want to die. I can't stop shaking. I'm going to be killed. Everyone will choose me by vote and kill me. I don't want that. Hey. Hiya. A shadow illuminated by light spoke to me. Just a random question, but do you know what a majority vote is? He talked to me and cornered me. Okay then, let's go. Ah! It hurts. Stop! Strength in numbers. You're a helpless sheep who will be eaten by the strong. If you don't want to die, you change. I threw Shinsumi away. So. Dear me, what a heart-wrenching tale. But time has expired, everyone. We're out of time? Oh, sorry, it's nearly time for voting. Hold on a sec. Our discussion! Did you make any progress? It was all unrelated to my transgression. Revealing the truth of the roster. Did that make any progress? That's... Hey, so, got any more info on this roster? If I did, I wouldn't hide it now. Sarah, is there any other evidence that proves this transgression? There has to be. I have important evidence. Let us hear it. What would that be? So, or Shin, whatever your name is, how do you think making everyone hate you would help you win? It's a good question. We got one shot at this. Shit. Do we even have anything that could help? I don't know. Unfortunately, that appears to prove nothing. Are you giving up, Sarah? I rewrote the blackboard, and also... I destroyed my own monitor in the monitor room. I've told you everything, just like I swore. So please, save me. Want us an extension, please? Feel it. So's trust in me. A real bond. Of course I will, So. Sarah, this is our last chance. Doesn't matter what. Find something related to this transgression. Well, think about it and win, you know? No slacking, loner. Yeah, I know. Guys, our discussion's definitely progressing. We unraveled the mystery of this roster. Let's trust that the truth of this transgression lies beyond that answer. This is your final discussion. Use it meaningfully. Yeah, are you done being a bastard? Got it? This roster lists the chance of survival for the participants in the death game. You said they determined these chances of victory by running simulations with AIs, right? Is there something about these sheets we're still overlooking? There only being 16 names make you wonder, right? If So is an alias, then that means there's actually 4 not listed, right? Kai, Kunji, Joe, and Now are the 4 not on the roster, Mew. Kinda curious how Sarah's chances of victory are the highest, huh? So this is the final discussion. Let's check it together, Sarah. We established the chances of victory in everyone's real names, but, for instance, we haven't touched on them yet. Maybe there's something about the occupations. Can't think of any common points between those 4, but maybe we can figure out something in common between the scene or on the roster. Also, who the fuck is the real So, and why did Shin take his name? Well, So was the guy that Alice murdered. Got it? Even I wasn't told any more details than that. I just got a whole lecture on how exact and unmistakable their data was. Can you recall anything else at all? Well, what is it? Now that I think about it, they might have used the word candidates and not participants. Well, not that there's any difference between participants and candidates, is there? If there's a chance the kidnappers were using those terms distinctly, then maybe participants and candidates. Could that be a likelihood to die instead of a likelihood to win? That's probably nothing. That probably doesn't mean anything, but... There's no question it's those 4, woof. But I don't know what they have in common, Meow. They're a mix of living people, not living people, and someone we never met, Woof. There must be something in common. Our AI selves must have killed each other over and over to produce this data, and then been reset to do it all over again. Could that monitor room have been the place they did the test runs? Ah, wait, they're AI, so they'd only have to fight digitally. True, no reason they would have to need to assemble in that room. Come to think of it, I heard there was something unique about the AIs in the monitor room, that they were all candidates who survived the first trial. So seem to believe these were accurate to our chances of victory. But what about the chances for the 4 who aren't listed? Who knows, their actions could even affect the chances for those 16. Maybe the reason they're not on there is because those 4 are dolls or something? Dolls. Listen, Rekko, I love you, but this like entire discussion, you have contributed nothing. I love Rekko, she's probably my favorite character in this whole thing. But throughout this entire, like, 2-hour discussion, she has contributed to nothing. She has not said anything that's made anything of it. Oh, shit. She's doing her best, okay? We figured it out. Hang on. What's this about candidates? Are participants and candidates really the same? The participants, those are the 20 people who are brought into this death game. Then what are the candidates? Those qualified to win. It's the one with the qualifications, the right. Those who fulfill the conditions to be the ultimate winner. With that in mind, if Gasho, who swears loyalty to the organization, were to make a transaction, who would he try and kill? He'd try to kill a non-candidate. What if there's someone among us who doesn't have the right to victory? A non-candidate? Gasho would try to kill them. That's why he tampered with the sacrifice. I should know it now. Who here is not a candidate? Well, it was based on who wasn't on the list. And Nao wasn't on the list, right? She wasn't on the roster at all? Because I remember me, Keiji, Kana, Rekko, So's real name, Kyutaro, and Jin, so it had to be Nao. Now. Yes? You have the sacrifice, don't you? Huh? This roster lists the name of candidates, those who are qualified for victory. Even Shin Tsukimi, who, with his 0% chance to actually win, is listed. But now, out of us survivors, your name is the only one missing. And in the monitor room, too. There was no AI of you. No, there didn't exist a Nao AI to begin with. Because you were an outsider who didn't meet the qualification to be a candidate. And so Gasho tried to kill you. He sent the sacrifice with its high risk of death to Nao. This was your transgression, Gasho. Fantastic. Simply fantastic. Oh, shit. Yes, indeed. You are the chosen one. It's over. All the energy's leaving me. Our long, long discussion. And at the end, we earned it. Victory. A moment's survival. I'm sorry, everyone. I kept quiet about the sacrifice the whole time. Thinking about what would happen if we couldn't do it. I just couldn't say it. It's not your fault. All the fault lies with Gasho. Answer me, Gasho. Candidates, this death game. What's all of it mean? I will say but one thing. Everyone, have you ever harbored doubts about your upbringing? Eh? That is my first and last hint to you. Last? Miss Sarah Chidowan. You have overlooked something important about the Floor Master's code. About the code. It is written clearly. If there is misconduct during the main game, it either proceeds with the transgressor's death or must be retired 24 hours. Huh? And I promised you that I would fulfill my duty as per the code. If I take responsibility on my life, then the main game shall continue. You're kidding! Stop! Everyone, please earn victory. Son of a bitch. No way. He offed himself! Gashu! No, no! This is impossible. It should be over. Why this? He was gonna do this from the start? Why? For just a day's extension, we hung on stubbornly and put our lives on the line. And yet, Gashu casually threw away his life. He easily shot down our hope. Who could be capable of such a thing? He's a demon. A demon! This shouldn't have... Cephalon. Please, it's an emergency, right? Suspend the main game. I can't do that. I can only act as a substitute. No, you're really going to continue? This is all within the rules. If I refuse, everyone will die. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. I'm begging you. It doesn't have to be 24 hours. At least let us retry. I'm sorry. I'll do anything. I'll do anything, so please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now is the sacrifice. No one will vote for her. And we need to choose two. One of the commoners, Sour Kana. And we had just gotten So's redemption, too. Now's the sacrifice. I'm the Keymaster. We can only vote for So or Kana. I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. Oh. So got redeemed, so he dies now. I guess so. I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. I'm tired. As much as I contribute, everyone's going to choose me, right? Everyone, won't you vote for Kana? No, it's the sacrifice. Please, someone save me. Huh? What are you... Please, vote for Kana. What are you saying? Kana? I'm sure you understand. Between So and Kana, which of us isn't necessary? Stupid, don't say that! Kana already intended to die from the moment she tried to trade for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana... Please, this is about the only thing Kana can do. In exchange, I want you to believe in So, because he's really not a bad person. Why can't I say anything? Kana's throwing her life away to protect So. Am I just gonna watch in silence? Kana, don't be ridiculous, Kana. Self-sacrifice, that's worthless! You really are a kid, Kana. A thoughtless kid with a backwards notion that if she dies, it'll solve everything. My feelings won't change. Be quiet, Kana. Guys, we have our conclusion. Hurry up and vote. Sarah, you hated me from deep down, right? Aren't I awful? You won't get another chance like this. So, Kana doesn't have any wisdom and can't even hack. I told you to shut up, Kana. Please, remember the first main game. We all chose Kai as the victim. For our survival, we didn't choose by feelings, but logic. But wasn't that a mistake? Real failure is wavering. Not trusting your beliefs is weakness. Stop it. And this time, the right thing to do is to choose logic, so that you can escape. You should choose Kana. Just stop it! It's time to vote. I cannot wait any longer. Touch your voting tablets or everyone will die. Got it. Mr. Policeman just voted for Kana. Keiji, thank you very much. This ain't a joke. I'm ashamed of you, Keiji. Sacrificing a kid for the sake of adults. That's a demonic choice you just can't make. I'm voting for So. You're right, Kyutaro. I don't think Kana's a burden at all. My vote is for So. Fine by me. Now, if we just vote for ourselves, it's 3-1. Jin, it should be an easy choice for you too, right? I do hate the loner. But it's not like I want him to die. Dumbass, if you don't choose me, I'll use you next and get you killed. There has to be a way out. You don't have to take responsibility, Jin. Big Sis Sarah, if you vote for Kana, it'll be tied 3-3. Your vote won't cause anyone to die. But then, Big Sis Sarah, your vote will. It's okay, Jin. I'll take responsibility. I voted for Bucket Girl Mew. Now it's just me. My vote will decide everything. It'll decide it all. We did it, Sarah. Now? Do you remember the conditions for the sacrifice to win? The sacrifice wins, even if it's a tie for first. Now, So has 3 votes, Kana has 3 votes. And as a sacrifice, I can vote for myself twice. If you vote for me, that's 3 votes for everyone. I can win by a tie for first. Say what? Let's return home together, Sarah. Big Sis Sarah, you won't do that, right? This is the worst thing in the world. Vote for Keiji! Because if it ties... But if it ties, will Kana and Sao both die? But if I vote for now, then Kana and Sao die. But if I vote for... Yeah, fuck, this sucks. If I vote for Keiji, I'm throwing all 3 of their lives away. If you vote for now, everyone dies except for now. Okay. Then, nope. Sorry now, you went off the deep end. Ugh! But if I keep these 2 in tied, won't they both die? Ugh. I mean, he's the obvious answer. But he also just redeemed himself. Is the ultimate redemption for him death? I mean, I don't want Kana to die. She's like 5. I can't kill off a kid. And if I vote for now, she's gonna go home by herself. And that'll be just fantastic. Vote for So, because he's literally asking you to do that. All votes have been received. Displaying results. That's just fine, Sarah. You hated me enough to kill me, isn't that right? It's true. I did want to kill you. That's why you weren't mistaken at all. Well then, I'll announce the results. The Keymaster was Keiji, the Sage was Kyutaro, the Sacrifice was Now. I see, so this is your answer, Sarah. Now. It's strange. I couldn't stop shaking from fear. But the moment you decided, that stopped. I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't have to betray you all. Now, Reko, I'm glad I could meet you. I should be saying that. If you weren't around now, Thank you. Now. I wonder if I'll meet the professor over there. I wanted to finish that painting. Well then, it's time for the execution. Wait! Miss Sarah, take this. It's an instant death switch. Unless you want her suffering to be long, you just have to press it. Begin. Don't push it. Well. Now, just please, stop pushing it. And isn't that killing her faster? No, wait, it isn't. They fucking lied to me again. Now expired. If you push it, you'll make it go fast. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I wanted it to go faster because I didn't want her suffering. Did you want me to just leave now to suffer for longer like I did with Joe? Professor, I'm sorry. The present I was going to give you, I still couldn't see... She didn't want you to press it, but I didn't want her to suffer. She also wanted me to vote for her so everyone else would die. That's alright. He'll have plenty of time now. Yes. I couldn't push the button. To the very end, Now said she didn't want to die. There was no way I could push it. Once again, I couldn't protect them. They died again. Next is So. Oh, wait! Stop it already, please, Cephalon. Please move aside. I need to activate the device. Don't kill So. Don't kill our ally, please. Ally? Worthless, so worthless. You don't have any last words, do you? I will begin the execution. I'm not going to die. You think I'll do what you want? Your collar? What? Exit that way, huh? It's futile! This facility has a defense system. What? Got weapons like this, too? No dice after all. Pathetic. After all I did. Maybe I should have believed in everyone. Miss Sarah. There's actually just one thing wrong in your reasoning, and I'll tell you what it is. My final present. Where did So go? So! No! You can't! Even after you got your collar off, you said you wouldn't let the kidnappers do what they wanted, right? Please. Please respond. Kept shaking, but he isn't moving a muscle. He's not breathing. No. So has already expired. Even so, everyone just keeps dying. Whatever I do, as much as I struggle, it is all meaningless. I'm powerless. I can't stand up anymore. Hear a noise from the monitor. Why is this on, I wonder? No, that doesn't matter. I don't want to think anymore. Nothing is going to change now. My actions can't affect everything. Everyone is dying, just like So here. Something's off. Why is So in this position? Don't tell me So was trying to use this machine. Did So turn on this monitor? But for what? What? Huh? What? Is this some kind of joke again? There's a familiar face. The face of my best friend who I always saw at school. Joe. Is that Sarah? What's going on with me? Inconceivable. It's another hallucination. I've finally broken down. Because there shouldn't be an AI of Joe. But that doesn't matter to me right now. Joe, is that you, Joe? Huh? Yeah. Sarah? Sarah, what are you crying for? I couldn't do anything. I killed you, even though you were my best friend. Sarah? But still, I vowed to everyone that we would escape together. And yet they've kept dying. Professor Mishima and Kai and Alice and Now and So. I can't protect anyone. I can't save anyone. I can't do anything. My heart is buckled under. Get a hold of yourself, Sarah. Joe? When did you become such a whiner? I mean, those tears don't suit you, Sarah. Why? You're so cold, Joe. You know, you were hanging out all the time before we even knew it, huh? Having stupid talks on summer break, buying junk food after school, getting Ryoko laughing at us. When my grades tanked, you were the one freaking out, Sarah. Never asked to go studying. Oh, and I remember all those dumb requests you made me sing at karaoke. Sang with all I had, so you were cracking up. Every day was super fun, man. When bad stuff happened, it wasn't fun. You were there talking to me. Sarah, I feel nothing but gratitude for you. Gratitude? I don't know about all this betrayal or dying. Don't have any memory of that part. But I know this. You always make choices I can trust, Sarah. Joe, were you thinking I hated you or something? Don't put me down, Sarah. I'm not that self-righteous of a guy. So don't cry anymore, Sarah. So cheeky. When you're Joe of all people. Sarah, believe in yourself. I'll always follow you. You know, like a dog. That's right. Guess I should say, well, it's hard for a guy and girl to say this sort of up to each other, but... I love you, Sarah. You're my best friend. I just wanted to say that, too. Joe, you're my best friend. I won't cry anymore. I won't lose. Please, always watch me from close by. Yeah. Thank you, Joe. And also... So... He was always clinging to me. This false hallucination I created. But now... I won't look at it anymore. I'll move forward, and I'll end this death game. Sarah! I'm okay now. Big Sis Sarah! A look on your face. Listen to me, everyone. We aren't going to kill each other anymore. They won't make us do that ever again. I'm going to end the death game. Haha. I'm on board, no matter how tricky our opponent. I'm gonna fight too! Yeah, that's right. I'll avenge Now and Alice. I don't want anyone to die either. I'll make them learn Sal's regret in you. I won't submit anymore. Everyone is prepared. We won't lose our way. Let's claim our future. See, you asked Perry what happens if a tie stays the same. You're doing well, Sarah. Your father's glad you've survived. Now let's begin, shall we? The final death game. To be continued in the final chapter. Thank you for playing. This is a waiting room for until the next game is episode is released. Well, thank you very much for staying with it this far. But Dad is the one who did it all along. And, well, that's it. That is your turn to die, at least for now. Chapter 3 has not been officially released yet. I know Chapter 3, Part 1, had, like, a demo that you could only get for doing weird shit, and it was illegally put online without the creator's consent. I can't say illegal because it's a free game, but the creator was like, I don't like this. So, even if I could find a download for it, I'm not gonna do it on stream. It wouldn't be through the creator's wishes. And the creator, I can't speak for how the creator is as a person, but the game is really good to even get me to feel any emotions towards these people. The fact that after all that had happened with So, and I still didn't want him on death row, that is an accomplishment. A worse written game would have made, like, that a very easy choice. I would have just been like, So, you've been an asshole this whole time, I don't give a shit. But that was actually a hard choice. I'm sad that Now died, though. I didn't think Now would die, but that's what life gave to her in that moment. I didn't want Now to die either. But, you know, if heaven is canon in this game, I hope to God she made it there with Professor Huey. Godspeed. But, yeah. That was Your Turn to Die. Probably, like, one of the most insane streams I've ever done. Just remembered. Hold on. That'll only show for a second, but I like that image. That image from Perry's Your Turn to Die meme page. I like that image. It's really good. But, yeah, now we're caught up with Your Turn to Die. Once again, third chapter hasn't been released, so I can't do it now. You know, I can't bullshit you all and be like, hey, here's the third chapter immediately. No. Whenever the creator decides to make it, it'll happen. Whenever it gets translated, then I can play it. But until then, you know, this is the end. This was Your Turn to Die. And I am super excited to see where this goes, you know. It's sad. I miss some of the characters, but it is like, it's very easy to fuck up writing a game like this, I think. Because what you could do is either make the deaths too shocking, and like at a certain point you just don't even want to play anymore, you're just completely defeated. Or you could have it where you don't care who lives and dies because every character is super obnoxious. That's like the thing you gotta be really careful about when developing this kind of game. And from what I've seen, and from what I've heard, I mean, I've played through all that has been released, but some people have played Chapter 3, Part 1 already. This game does find the balance between not being too shocking, but not being too much like, well, who gives a shit, none of this even matters. I did promise myself that I wouldn't bring up Danganronpa. However, as a legitimate criticism of it, this isn't me just endlessly shitting on it. In a lot of the games, it felt like the deaths didn't matter at all. Especially in, like, Danganronpa 2, where it was revealed it was like a computer simulation, like... And then in part V3, where they revealed all the other death games were simulations, and they basically wrote them out of canon, like... That's the kind of sloppy writing that unfortunately could hinder this kind of game. And that's not me saying you can't enjoy Danganronpa. Don't get angry at me. I am perfectly aware. I know. It's not a fair comparison. They're two different games, but they have the death game concept, and that is why I think Danganronpa is sloppy. While Your Turn to Die, I have not seen any sloppiness from it. Although I wish Now didn't die. I think we could have lived without Now dying. To be honest. But yeah, that's it for Your Turn to Die. It's crazy. It's been going on for so long. It's seen us through so much. Why are the sacrifice deaths so fucking brutal? Man, I wish I knew. I wish I knew. It hurt. It hurt me in the heart. Yeah, the main deaths have just been like... Well, also, Kai chose to kill himself. And then So was running off through weapons before they could do anything to him. So... They probably would have had brutal deaths otherwise. But they chose different paths. We could discuss this game at length, I think. This is a very good game, I think. It's not finished. The ending could be absolute hogwash. Bringing up Danganronpa again, I like the first game well enough. The ending ruined it for me. I'm, like, the only one who thinks that, but, like, the ending ruined it for me. I actually don't like Danganronpa 1's ending. Although none of the endings after it are particularly that great anyways, but... The first game was just like, oh, I guess this is what's happening now. So I'm not ruling out that this ending could be completely ruined for me, but I'm gonna be hopeful. You know, I'm not gonna diss the game. And once again, this isn't me attacking Danganronpa. If you like Danganronpa for any reason, don't let me stop you. I think it's a shitty bad game. You don't have to think it's a shitty bad game. You can love the game for all you want. For example, I hate Donkey Kong 64, and one of my Twitter followers was like, I actually love Donkey Kong 64. And I was just like, and don't let anyone stop you, including me. You know, I could say my reasons for hating DK64. If you like the game, don't let me stop you. That's all there is to it. We all have our different tastes. This game just happens to be my taste more. And you could think of that whatever you want. You know, I want to leave with a... If I'm going to bring up the Danganronpas, I might as well have a thoughtful discussion about it, because when I started the stream, I was just shit-talking it endlessly. So, I'm going to be more... You know, if I'm talking about a game on stream, I'm going to try to not shit on it. Unless it's, like, something that's so awful that I don't see how anyone could like it. Because Danganronpa, I could say, you know, it has the atmosphere going for it, at least in the first game. Cunt Wars, yeah, Cunt Wars, well, Cunt Wars has everything going for it. There's nothing wrong with Cunt Wars, so I don't even know why you brought it up. There's clearly nothing wrong with a game called Cunt Wars. Anyone who plays Cunt Wars is clearly a normal person, I mean. Come on. Let's be adults here. Yeah, it is the best game ever made. You're so right about that. It's an example of an amazing game. You cried at the end. Oh man, I cried at the end of Cunt Wars too. But yeah, I'm gonna start. I don't think we have to have any more discussion. But this was a very good game, and I'm very glad to have played it. And I can't wait to see what Chapter 3 is like. Who knows when that'll happen? Once again, I don't know when it'll get an official release, an official translation. We'll just have to wait and see. And until then, I will do pretty much exclusively streams that are more lighthearted. I mean, I already got Mother 3 out of the way, which is probably the big sad game I would play. I don't play a lot of sad games. I play a lot of cartoon Nintendo dogshit games. Unless you guys cry at the end of Sonic Adventure 2 when Shadow dies. Oh, spoiler for like a 20-year-old game! Play Ghost Trick. Maybe. Maybe someday. The problem with Ghost Trick is I have no idea what the game is like at all, because everyone in the Ghost Trick fandom refuses to spoil anything. And, like, listen, I get it, you don't want to spoil the surprises of the game, but you are telling me nothing about this video game. I have no reason to play it other than being told to play it. It can, like, there is no game that is so good that you cannot reveal a single thing about it. It's hard to talk about. Like, how does it play? Just tell me how it plays, at the very least. I don't even know how it plays. It could be a visual novel, it could be an RPG, it could be a horror game. It's a murder mystery game. Okay. That's a start. Maybe one day. I'm not huge on these kind of games, honestly. But I could try that one day. Maybe if demand is high for it. I don't even know what console it's on, to be honest. Isn't it a DS game? I could easily do a DS game. It's a puzzle game. Play Cunt Wars. Okay, next stream's gonna be Cunt Wars, everyone. I hope you enjoy it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be wacky. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna make you cry. But it's gonna make you happy. It's gonna make you laugh. We're not doing Cunt Wars. Twitch would ban me immediately. But I hope you enjoyed the Cunt Wars bit. Where we pretended we were gonna do Cunt Wars on stream. Okay, so it's pretty early to end a stream, honestly. I mean, it's not that early to end a stream, but it just feels early because I've been going very late recently. But tomorrow, since Your Turn to Die is finally out of the way, and I'm not, like, holding it back or anything, we're gonna start Sonic Adventure 2 tomorrow, you know, as a sequel to one of the first streams we did this year. We're gonna make December kind of like a nostalgic romp, I think. We're gonna do some sequels to stuff we did at the beginning of the year. Can you believe I only started streaming on this channel in, like, January? Actually, that's not true. I did, like, a one-off stream in November of last year. So technically, happy one-year anniversary to this channel. Woo! That's the celebration song. But no, that's not even the real. I've been streaming for 8 years on different accounts. So this is like the first time I've taken streaming seriously as, like, a thing I should do more often. It used to always be like a supplement to what I usually do. When I was more active on YouTube and, like, I was like a TF-tuber, like, I would stream every so often, and it'd be something I do on the side. it wasn't something I took very seriously. I tried to in, like, 2016, but then things happened. I wasn't really feeling it. My internet wasn't there. My computer wasn't there. So I decided to shut off the operation for a bit. I do one-off streams every so often. I tried again in 2017 after my computer got better. It fell off there because I couldn't figure out scheduling. And then in 2018, I really did nothing. I did fuck all because I started college. 2018 was a year of recovery, and now this year is the year I bounced back into making stupid shit for the internet. And I mean, it all started with my Celeste essay, really. The Celeste essay is what motivated me to, like, do more things again. And it ended up not being YouTube stuff like I thought it would be. I thought when I was, honestly, at the beginning of this year, I thought what I was gonna do was, like, oh, I could make video essays, like, once a month, it'll be this great thing. But that just wasn't a thing I ended up doing. And I'm okay with that. You know, maybe one day I could be like a video essayist, but I don't regret my choice to end up becoming a streamer instead. One of the things about my brain is that I just like to stay, like, passionate and on point with... I'm not explaining this very well, but I like to focus on what makes me happy, what fulfills me as someone who likes to make content. I'm not going to call myself a content creator. That's technically an accurate term, but I'm not going to use it because it feels like I'm trying to market towards you, like I'm trying to be, like, support my brand. That's not what I'm trying to do, but as someone who likes to make stupid shit for the internet, streaming was a very good thing for me to do. I think. So, I don't regret my choice to do this instead of that. And I hope people... It seems the people closest to me have really supported that decision. I even got some random people from Twitch who occasionally pop in on my streams and be like, oh, hey, I remember watching your other stream. It was pretty cool. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I appreciate you being here. So... I'm not exactly a budding streamer who's growing and growing in numbers super fast, but it keeps me humble. It makes me happy. And I hope my streams can make you happy too. And if they don't, well, that's what happens when I stream Your Turn to Die instead of a cartoon dog shit game like Super Mario. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. It'll only make you happy when I play Cunt Wars. Alright, everyone, the next stream's gonna be Cunt Wars, as usual. And the day after that, we'll be doing Cunt Wars again. And then on Monday, well, good news, I'm gonna be playing Cunt Wars for y'all. And on Tuesday, oh, this is gonna be crazy for y'all, but I'm gonna be playing Cunt Wars. And then on Wednesday, well, I'm gonna be playing Cunt Wars again. And on Thursday, well, it's gonna be a big surprise for you, but I'll be playing Cunt Wars. And then on Friday, ooh, that is when things are gonna turn from good to great, because we will, in fact, be playing the new game, Cunt Wars 2. Hope you enjoyed the second bit where I pretend like we were going to play Cunt Wars and that Twitch definitely wouldn't ban me for doing something like that, even as a joke. It's nice to live out fantasies sometimes. And I think the Cunt Wars fantasy is really great. I think we could continue this bit going until the end of time, really. But yeah, well, once again, that's going to be the end of tonight's stream. I'm not going to keep, like, filling time out. And I'm going to end it here. I'm going to tell you the schedule. Tomorrow we'll be starting Sonic Adventure 2 on Dreamcast. Finally going to do that. And then on Sunday we will continue Pokemon Yellow. And we're finally back in a rotation. Yay! So yeah. Thank you all for joining me for this fun stream. I'm going to catch you all later. Goodbye. Change the world. My final message for Your Turn to Die. Goodbye.